Hey, what's up? This is Mel, and you are listening to the H Buzz, the show that does its very best to keep you informed of what's taking place here here in the Houston area. And I know it's been a while since I have been I'm occupied at the moment, but it's been a while since I have done a podcast. I can tell. My brain is all over the place and I'm not actually focused at the moment, but a lot has been taking place and a lot has been happening, rather. And I recently returned from South Africa, Cape Town to be more specific. Had a wonderful time there in the mother city. I'm not going to say I'm excited to be home. I'm excited to be safely home, but I did have a wonderful time there in South Africa, Cape Town, and enjoyed myself with friends, and it's one of the nicest places you can visit. When you're thinking of Africa, it's extremely developed. Cape Town it's a very cosmopolitan city. You'll find all nationalities there, and it sort of gives me a feel between Barcelona, Spain, in the way that it's kind of built in this bowl, kind of the mountains, and then the city leads down into the ocean, and a little bit of Italy, a little bit of the French Riviera. But it's a lovely place if you're ever thinking about visiting Africa, and if by chance you happen to be one of those people who down the line in your blood, Africa is in your heritage, and you're feeling like, I have to do this, I have to make a pilgrimage at some point to Africa, but you're a little apprehensive about going to the great continent, I would advise you to go to Cape Town. Go to South Africa and put Cape Town. If you're going to multiple places in South Africa, then make Cape Town your final destination, because you will not believe that you are in Africa. My best friend and I went one year. It was her first trip to Africa, her first and only, and I'd been wanting her to come with me to Africa, and she said she would never come to East Africa with me, which I understand, that's no problem. So I convinced her, let's go to Cape Town, let's go to South Africa, I think you'll enjoy it. So we went to Cape Town and Durban, and she enjoyed it immensely. Landed in Cape Town, and we, took a tour the first day, and I said, can you believe, because I looked at her face, and her mouth was open, and she's looking like, wow, there are these mansions, these beautiful mansions, and for those of us here in Houston, there's like the River Oaks estates there. So it's a great place to visit if you ever have a chance to go to Africa. Go to Cape Town. Great place. I'm going to say this because I love to talk about food. Cape Town is a great place for people who are like me. If you happen to be a vegetarian, one of the things that when you travel, it's really hard to find food that suits you. You go into a restaurant and you say, I'm a vegetarian, and people say, huh? What's that? Is that a disease or something? A species? What is it? A separate race other than the human race? It's ridiculous. Even here in the United States, you go into fine dining and you say, I'm a vegetarian, and you really can't find a food for you. It's really tragic, because you would expect if they're fine dining, then they're going to cater to more people. But no, it's like snobs. You go into a fine dining restaurant here in the United States, and nobody wants to cater to you if you're a vegetarian. You have to almost be a hippie or something, go into some restaurant that isn't all that. But when you go to South Africa, the beautiful thing is, because it's so cosmopolitan, that they know how to cater to vegetarians. It's a great place. If you're a vegetarian and you want to go to Africa, it's the best place, because pretty much anywhere else you go in Africa, when you're talking about fine dining and you're eating at restaurants and you don't know people, you can't go to someone's house, or you don't trust just going to a person's house and eating the vegetables, because sometimes the vegetables do not meet our standard here in the United States as far as, when the vegetables start to decompose, we throw them out, but not the case always in Africa. Or you're concerned about fresh water. the cleaning. It's hard to find restaurants that really know how to fix food for vegetarians, but Cape Town is a place, and other parts of South Africa as well. But Cape Town, because I was in Cape Town, I'll say this, and I've been to South Africa, I think like 5 times, but you will find it's so easy to eat as a vegetarian. Anywhere you go, even the fast food places, they have vegetarian burgers, and they're not those little bitty skinny things. It's hard to find. It's a great place. So anyway, that's that. And speaking of South Africa, I'm excited to hear that one of South Africa's sons happened to be here in the United States. When I heard that he was in New Orleans. Mr. Ernie Smith, who is one of South Africa's great musician, who is a hidden talent. Most of us here in the United States don't know him, but he is known to a lot of great artists here in the United States. He's worked with many great artists here in the United States. So hopefully his trip to the United States will give him great exposure. I'm going to play some of his music in just a moment while I'm talking, but he is a wonderful artist. I just found out about him on a trip to South Africa. I was in Durban, actually, and someone was playing him. And that's where I believe he's from Durban. And they were playing his, at the time it was his recent gospel CD. And I was like, oh my goodness. So at the airport in Cape Town, as I was leaving on that trip, I was like, do you have Ernie Smith? And they didn't have the gospel CD, but they did have one of his other CDs, and I grabbed the CD and I said, well, I'll get the rest on iTunes, to discover that he is not on iTunes. And so for the last few years, I've been asking, like, when are you coming to iTunes, or looking him up, and constantly. So from what I understand, he's going to be coming hopefully soon to iTunes. But I'm not here to talk about my trip to South Africa. I'm here to tell you that there are some things going on here in the city of Houston. And there are a few things. I haven't done enough of my research to tell you everything that's going on here in the city of Houston. But there are a few things that's going on. And speaking of South Africa again, and by the way, that's Ernie Smith playing in the background. One of my favorite songs, Like Everything Around You. I love that song. But Jonathan Butler is going to be, now not this week, but Jonathan Butler is going to be coming to Houston for the Houston International Jazz Fest, August the 2nd through the 4th. And so I'm excited about that. That's exciting to hear that Jonathan Butler is coming to Houston, he is the Cape Town son when it comes to jazz and music and gospel music and all that great stuff. So that's some future news that you can mark your calendar if you happen to like South African music. So what's going on this week? There is the International Festival taking place downtown, and I believe the feature is Brazil this year, and it's going on. Tickets are somewhere around $16, and if you want to purchase your tickets online, you can go to Eventbrite, and in that do a search for the International Festival, and you can purchase your ticket online, or you can always purchase your ticket at the gate. Let's see what else is going on here in the city of Houston this weekend. I know there's quite a few things going on. Of course, there's some great things going on at the Miller Outdoor Theater. There's the play actually tomorrow, this Friday, which is called The Sacred Harp. And it's going to be taking place April 19th, tomorrow, at 8:15. And of course, if you want to sit underneath the seated area, then you are advised to get tickets. Of course, it's free, but just to ensure that you have seats, you may want to send someone early in the day to pick up some tickets for you. But The Sacred Heart, supposedly it's a story about a southern town in the 20th century, and black man meets white chick, and they have a little romance, and people don't know about it. And then when it's discovered, oh yeah, we know the rest of that story. But anyway, it should be an interesting story to watch. I hope to go down and see it myself. And then let's see what else is going on this this weekend. I think something else is going on. Another concert I was thinking about. Yes, on Sunday there is, I guess it's called Rocco in concert, Big Bang. For those of you who like big band music, this is the River Oaks Chamber Orchestra. They're going to be making their Miller debut on this Sunday at 8 p.m. down at the Miller Theater. And some more musical stuff is going on. U of H there, let's see, where did I put that information? U of H marching band is going to be down at Discovery Green, and I think that's going to be from, let me find my notes. I should have all of this stuff organized, but I don't, so sue me. But it's going to be downtown at the Discovery Green U of H band. The marching band is going to be performing from 4 to 8 p.m. So, of course, you know that is free. So, for those of you who like that kind of stuff, head on over there. And then also, which is going to be starting tonight, and then next Thursday, down at Discovery Green as well, is the Jam on the Green. The Camera Jazz Jam at Discovery Green is going to be performing free concerts for the next 2 Thursdays, tonight and next Thursday, from 6:30 until 9 p.m. So, for those of you, it looks like some nice, good stuff, and of course, that's free as well. Like I said, I haven't done a lot of my homework, so forgive me, but I thought I'd been away for long enough and I needed to come and do an H-Buzz just because I think it's overdue. Let's see, the Texas Crawfish Festival is taking place in Old Town Spring, and that will be starting tomorrow. Let me look it up right quick while it's pulling up. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not really into well, of course I'm not into crawfish. I'm a vegetarian. So that was a joke. But the Texas Crawfish and Musical Festival is Friday, April the 19th. And that's going to be in Old Town Spring. So you can check that out. For those of you who live in the Spring area. And let's see. Hold on a moment. So I don't think it's just tomorrow. That wouldn't really be a festival. So it's, oh wow, this is really great. So it's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you have a choice if you can't make it down there. This weekend, you can always try to make it down there next weekend, and it's going to be at, hold on, Preservation Park, and it's going to be from 5 p.m. until 11 p.m. and the tickets are somewhere around $5, so I believe you can get those tickets down at the Crawfish Festival. Let's see what else is going on this weekend, or in the vicinity of this weekend. Let's see. Oh, something else I wrote down. And it is a free event. For those of you who enjoyed The Help, a conversation with Viola Davis is taking place. It's a free conversation with Viola Davis on Tuesday, April the 23rd at Sawyer Auditorium at TSU. And it is free. However, you need to have tickets. And this is another event that you just simply go to eventbrite.com and then do a search on a conversation with Viola Davis, and it should bring you up to the registration page and you can get those tickets. So that's what I have for this weekend. Of course, I know there's some other things that's going on. Like I said, the International Festival is going on downtown, so you can check that out and go and enjoy it. And of course, if you don't make it this weekend, you can always try to make it on next weekend and enjoy that. And if you don't do anything, well, just enjoy living, enjoy life, have a great weekend, please by all means. I'm trying to recover because last weekend I came from South Africa, and or rather last week came in from South Africa, and then there was the men's clay court championship over at River Oaks, and so I was over there last week volunteering, and then on Sunday I had the opportunity to sit down and actually enjoy the finals match. I wasn't excited about the winner, but it was fun. I was hanging out with someone that I met while volunteering, and so she was so kind as to invite me to sit in the box seats with her on Sunday. So I did that, left church, went to enjoy the tennis match, and then went back. So it was a really great weekend, great fun. I'm back from South Africa for the moment, but hoping to get back over there really soon. But until then, we'll keep you posted on all the great stuff that's going on here in the Houston area. You guys have a wonderful time. If you have an event that you'd like to let me know about that's taking place here in the Houston area and you want me to talk about it, well, just simply tweet me at the HBuzz, and we will be sure to mention that on next week. Hey guys, have a wonderful week. Be safe, take care of yourself, and enjoy life. Love you. God bless you.